Hey, you. Please tell me you did not sell your Cardano because it would be the absolute worst time to give up on the project that is about to go through the largest economic stimulus ever. When I say economic stimulus, of course, I'm talking about the midnight airdrop to a crap load of wallets. Now, a lot of you have been asking questions. Well, how can I get the airdrop? Am I eligible? What if I'm staking it? What if it's on Trezor? What if it's on Ledger? What if it's on, I don't know, a centralized exchange? We have all those questions answered for you. You're also going to take a look at Cardano price action in today's video. So let's start with here, what Charles Hoskinson posted on X. We got Laos, Hydra, Midnight, and Bitcoin DeFi alongside governance, security, and decentralization. Bitcoin DeFi is indeed the largest opportunity, but the single biggest issue is that we are missing a competent foundation and executive authority to push these narratives into the mindset of the space. This is why so many people pushing me to step up and represent the entire ecosystem. I feel their frustration and exhaustion, especially when we are mocked by podcasters and thought leaders who write off Cardano as a cult or a dying chain. Well, good news is we don't do that here. We love Cardano. No one is more frustrated than IOG, given we're at the nexus of amazing innovation and see that Cardano is best positioned to capture the next $1 trillion of growth. Rare Evo, which, by the way, we are super excited for. If you haven't gotten your tickets, there's a link in the description. And if you're a Nevada driver's license holder, you get a free ticket on the house. Use Sin City Comp when you're checking out. For us, as we need to discuss how to correct lingering governance issues, update the Constitution to add delegated executive authority, get a sovereign wealth fund started, and showcase all the remarkable innovation. We continue to act as one of the core coordinators for the ecosystem. It's been a brutal and expensive this year. It's also been dehumanizing as we have been blamed for everything wrong and aren't allowed to feel any wins. The trolls organize and cross social and legal lines that cannot be taken back. The silence of many of the OGs in our ecosystem was also deafening. Being accused of stealing hundreds of millions of dollars without any evidence was the lowest point of my career. We continue to move on, but remember, the people who contributed to the problems and broken narratives, hold them accountable accordingly. I want to focus on the first part of Charles's post. This video is not intended to stir up any more drama in the ecosystem, but Hydra is here, Midnight is coming, and Bitcoin DeFi, and in Charles' own words, Bitcoin DeFi is the largest opportunity, and I think Midnight's going to help kick that off. Now, again, a lot of you are asking, well, the Midnight airdrop, do I get it? Do I not? Has the snapshot happened? The snapshot has already happened, and I believe the number is $100 of ADA or CNT, right? Cardano native tokens. Then you're eligible for the airdrop. Now, the cool thing about this airdrop is if you're on the Ethereum chain or the Bitcoin chain or the Solana chain or the Sweet chain, you're going to have to go to Cardano, use a Cardano wallet to claim your Midnight airdrop. It's going to bring more users into the ecosystem, which is a great idea. But this is Charles answering a question on AMA. Is Ledger eligible for Midnight airdrop? Let's know what he had to say.
Is Ledger eligible for Midnight airdrop? Yes. You just have to connect it to a SIP30 compatible wallet.
Okay, so same thing with Trezor. Me personally, I have mine on a hardware wallet that I'm staking. And so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to connect it to, let's say, Lace or a Yoroi wallet, and then you're going to have to claim it that way. So, but now as far as the centralized exchanges, we haven't heard of anyone that's participating, but I'm assuming majority are not. So they have to go through the same process. That process, I'm not sure. We haven't got any info, but as soon as we get some, I will make sure to share that with you guys and the people tuning in. And then this is posted by Yoroi. How to import a Daedalus wallet to Yoroi to claim Midnight. Talk about Daedalus wallet users would not be able to claim the Midnight airdrop, but Yoroi will support the claiming, meaning eligible users will be able to claim the night airdrop using Yoroi. Same thing with Lace. You don't want to use Yoroi, you can use Lace. Both are the same. Now let's talk about some price action. Maybe get some price predictions in here. Cardano is at 56.83 cents. It is currently about 25% away from its first 200-day MA ribbon band. Now that is a pretty wide gap. We have been in this downtrend for ADA, really starting from 86 cents around May 12th, just trending down, making lower lows and lower highs. Now we are coming into a potential bear flag here on Cardano on the daily, something to keep an eye on. Now these do tend to break to the downside. So this pattern tells us we might have a little more downside to go, but we know that any narrative or piece of news could change that. Now this move, if it does play out, could take this thing down at 38.78 cents. I'm not saying that is the That is my base case. So what I think is actually going to happen, but something to keep an eye on. We take a look at, we get rid of this. We throw in our cloud indicator here, and let's get rid of these trend lines. Also, while I have your attention, do us a favor, like the video, make sure you sub to the channel. We do a lot of Cardano content on this channel. So 26-day MA trading well above our 9-day MA, which is slightly bearish. We do want that blue line, that 9-day, to be trading above our 26. Cloud is red, and price is currently, at the time of recording, around 20% away from the bottom end of its cloud. So the immediate level of resistance on the high time frame that we'll be seeing, depending on where Cardano breaks and starts moving to the upside, is anywhere between 70 cents all the way down to around, well, we'll just call it 70 cents until we get as far out as the middle of July. If we don't get any movement to the upside in the middle of July, that number does drop from 70 cents all the way down to around 60 cents, not too far off from where we are. Now, remember, this is a dynamic indicator, so it will move and change and contort as candles continue to print. On the 4-hour, looks slightly more bullish here, as we did break above our cloud on the 4-hour time frame. We also did get a green dot on market cipher B, something to keep an eye on. Now, it's going to be very, very important to hold this top line level here, which is around 56.55 cents. Cardano has been struggling in relative to other altcoins in the space. We've seen massive growth from Solana, from SWI, from some other layer ones, layer twos. And Cardano had a really nice run up to around $1.25, $1.30. And then it's really been flat ever since. But we know big catalysts are coming, as mentioned in Charles's tweet earlier. And I agree with him. I think the big one's going to be Bitcoin DeFi. What is Cardano going to do to grab a lot of that market share and really set itself apart from other projects and other dApps that are looking to tap into that Bitcoin ecosystem? That remains to be seen. But you guys know, those of you that have been around Cardano for a while, when Cardano moves, it moves. It can blow through a lot of big resistance levels in a matter of days if bullishness returns, if retail returns. And on top of that, we get some utility-driven price action coupled with the speculation. I think Cardano could reach $1 over the next couple of months. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Again, we do a lot of Cardano content. And come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until the next one.